Hi everybody, welcome to Downward Dog Rising, and I'm going to give you like a 20-minute workout tonight to strengthen your back, and then we're going to stretch your back too. So let's do a fast 20-minute short workout in case you had like a hard day or something and you want to have a stronger back and you want to be able to like undo sitting at a desk all day. Then join me and I'll give you some extension work tonight, and then we'll also stretch out your back too. Okay, so let's begin. We're gonna start on our hands and knees on all fours in our quadruped position, and then let's just move our spine a little bit. We'll do some cat cows and then we'll do some side bends. Okay, so just follow me. You're gonna come up to your hands and your knees like this. If it ever hurts your wrist, what you need to do is lift your breastbone up away from the wrists, anchor shoulder blades down your back, and feel how you transfer the weight, the load across the middle part of your back under each shoulder blade. So it should never feel like you're sinking into the wrist. It should feel like you're lifting out of the wrist and then pulling the energy across your shoulder girdle. Okay, so then let's do 5 cat cows. You're going to stretch head away from tailbone. And then you're just going to let your chin drop. Allow your tailbone to drop towards the floor. And then you're just going to inhale. Your toes could be curled under maybe, or your tops of your feet could be on the mat like that. Whatever feels right to you right now. Exhale, tighten your core. And then you inhale, you stretch head away from your tailbone. Exhale and inhale. And then you're going to exhale, spread those shoulder blades apart. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Core draws in. Inhale. Now I want you to turn, not really turn, but your shoulder and your hip come closer together on one side of your body. And then that's going to open up opposite side of obliques and your ribs pull apart. It stretches the intercostal muscles, the muscles between the ribs. So you stretch, lengthen your spine center, and then bring your shoulder and your hip closer on the other side. Stretch apart. Inhale, you come right back to the center. And then your shoulder and your hip come closer on this side again. Inhale, lateral rib cage expansion. Come back. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And feel those ribs open up. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And just really stretch those ribs apart. Get rib and hip closer together. Come back to the middle. Last one, so you're going to get those ribs to really open. And come back center. Okay, so we did side to side. We did forward back, getting your spine to move in each direction. Now, this next one, we're going to do a little melting heart, extended puppy. So keep your hips in a straight line right above your kneecaps. And then what we start to do, pull your breastbone forward, and you just start to pull your heart down to the mat. So then your hips stay above your knees, and you just gradually stretch apart, stretch apart, stretch apart. Bring your forehead to the mat. If this was too much, take a yoga block and stick the yoga block under your forehead. And you're just inhaling and exhaling. And then you want to feel as if, let me see, do I have a yoga block somewhere? I don't think it's in here. Okay, all right. So just feel the ribs stretch apart, and it's like you're really getting your sternum, your breastbone. Think of pulling up from the navel, elongate all the way through your sternum, your breastbone, and then your breastbone keeps pulling forward on the mat, and just really stretch. Your forearms come down, and then you're just going to lengthen for a moment. Try to get the breath into your ribs, not just shallow chest breathing. That's the key. Inhale and exhale. Soften. Breathing in. Ooh, I'm tight in the mid-back. Exhale. Soften into the stretch. Inhale. I'm getting stuffy nosed as well. Exhale. My sinuses, there's a temperature drop here, that's why. Major shift in temperature will do that to your sinus. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more deep inhales. Feel the stretching apart. Get those ribs to really open wide. Exhale. Soften. Sits bones pull back behind you as if they're reaching back to the backs of the thighs, pulling down the mat. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale, softly release. Excellent. Slowly slide hands in. And you're going to push yourself back up. Now from here, what I want you to do, we're going to come all the way from your melting heart, come all the way down to where you're actually resting on the mat on your abdominals, okay? So we're going to come all the way down this time to our mat, sliding forward. You have your legs side by side, and you just have the tops of your feet resting on the mat. And then what I want you to do here, I'm going to ask you to separate the two arms. So you're going to have your arms be shoulder width apart. And then I want you to be pushing down against your forearms, dropping your shoulders down and back. And try to pull your heart through the arms again so you get your sternum to stretch long. Heart is through the arms. Feel how the abdominals are on a slight little stretch. You're just letting your chin drop slightly forward and down towards your breastbone. Feel the back of the neck elongate. And just stay here and breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. In case you sat at your computer all day, we're just letting your spine stretch opposite direction. That way we can avoid having our shoulders round forward. So it's like your collarbones separate wide apart, shoulders drop down, and you're just breathing. You might even feel the back of your upper arms engage a little bit, holding you up. You're just breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Trying to strengthen your spine. You want to get into that middle area of the back, really get it to open, extend it. Hip bones are still firm on your mat, so we don't want them to lift. And then just think of your tailbone lengthening backwards behind you. That's going to keep your low back safe, so it doesn't feel like it compresses together. Tailbone long, hips on the mat. Now I want you to keep lengthening your breastbone through the arms. Softly tilt right ear to right shoulder to stretch left side of neck. Just gently stretch the side of your neck for a moment. One more time, stretch the side of your neck. Come back to the center. Now gently tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. So you can stretch the right side of your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Relax shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale. Pay attention to how you feel. And inhale. And exhale. Gently return, head back to the center. Now if you want to go a little deeper into your extension, extend the arms out in front of you slightly. Careful not to scrunch up your low back or scrunch your shoulders up. Tailbone stretches behind you. Here, seal. So we went from our little low cobra, Bhujangasana, our Sphinx pose and yin into our seal pose and yin. Just breathing in and breathing out. Just opening up our spine. Inhale. Now we're opening up the front of our spine, so this is actually a pose that energizes us. So when your heart's lifted, you're opening the front of the spine. It's providing you with energy, energizing you. We've got the yin and the yang energies flowing through us. We want to balance them out. Cooling effect of yin is nice, and the energizing effect of yang is nice. It just depends on when we want to use them, because we need both depending on what we're doing. But life can be out of balance. Everyone's going really fast paced, and that's yang. So it's nice to take a break, slow things down, give your body a chance to recuperate, regenerate. You might feel the back of your arms shaking a little bit, holding you up. Breathing in, breathing out. Awesome. One more deep inhale here. Softly lower yourself down to the mat. Crisscross the back of your hands, one over the other. Bring your forehead to the backs of your hands. Softly rotate head side to side. Just get a little deeper stretch into the sides of your neck. Gently rolling across, activating wisdom center, ajna, middle of forehead. Side to side, couple more times. And gently return back center. All right. Next, I'm going to have you slowly bring hands under your shoulders like this. And then I'm going to have you push up to your hands and your knees like this. And then we're going to go into a little rest pose all the way back so that we can stretch out our back into our counter pose. So this is a gentle little stretch release session to help our back and strengthen our back. So you're going to lengthen your heart, slide your palms forward on the mat, and then gently come all the way down. And then you want to feel how your low back is starting to pull apart. Your sits bones pull behind you towards the mat. We want our low back to open up. Stay here and breathe. Again, my nose is filling up, so I apologize if I sound stuffy now, coming down. Breathing in, breathing out. Try to expand the breath into the back of those ribs and really open wide, like you're inhaling, feeling those ribs open apart, and then you exhale, release. Just get that expansion through there. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Soften. And then we're going to do a slight variation of our balasana, of our rest pose. So here for this variation, go ahead, bring your palms, face them to the sky, and then just allow that upper middle back to stretch, forehead's on the mat, and just stay here for a few breaths. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Good. Just feel that middle back release a little bit more. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Let's do another deep inhale here. Exhale, softly release. One more time. Deep inhale. And exhale, softly release. Slowly bring hands directly under the shoulders and then gently press into your palms. You're elevating up. Okay. Next, what I'd like for you to do, one more time, we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. Let me do a time check. Okay, 15 and so I'm going to have you go to your hands and your knees, and then I'm going to have you stretch your leg in line with your glute, your arm in line with your shoulder. Stay here in balance. The leg goes out and the arm goes out, and then they come back in line with the joint. So you're just going to go, this is going to strengthen your obliques and your spine, everything. And 8, tighten your abdominal wall to your back. 7, stretch apart. And 6, keep hip bones facing directly below you to the mat. 5, balance. And 4, stretch apart, come back to the center. 3, and 2, keep the length in your spine. Whoop, I teeter-tottered a little. Last one, excellent. And then return to the mat. Okay, lift abdominal wall tight to your back. Extend the opposite arm, the opposite leg, shoulder height, glute height, hip height. Now swing to the side as the leg goes out, the arm goes out, come back. 9, keep really stable. And 8, it's opposite arm and leg. Really stretch tailbone long. 7 and 6. That glute's burning on that side. 5, stretch apart, keep that leg long. My knees bending. 4, keep that leg straight behind you. 3, shoulder down and back. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, tighten core to spine. Last one. And inhale, and then exhale. Excellent. Come back into the center. Now what I want you to do is a little thread the needle. So you're going to rotate 3 times, chest opens. Come back, 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. And then you're going to go the other way now. Inhale. I'll take you to thread the needle in a second. Just rotating through your mid-back, thoracic. Exhale. And you're just going to inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Now we're going to do thread the needle on each side. Open spaciousness, collarbones wide. Now turn from the middle area of the back, shoulder down away from ear. This shoulder is also away from the ear. Neck is long. Slide this arm overhead only if shoulder stays away from ear. And just stay here for a couple breaths. Pull your sits bones behind you. Again, if it's more comfortable, you can always have your toes curled under to support your knee joints a little better. Breathing in, breathing out, so the side of the neck reaches long. Feel the sides of the waist lengthening apart. I just made some space between this rib and this hip bone. I felt it lengthen apart. Sits bones pull back behind you, tailbone long. Soften. We're grounding our energy too as we sink into the earth. And if your middle back is tight between your shoulder blades, I just thought of something. It might even have some correspondence with our solar plexus in that chakra area. Maybe it's tight. Maybe we have some imbalances with our power in the world. Think of color yellow. And it's like being able to assert yourself, not through your voice, but just your personal power, how you carry yourself, your self-confidence. So just think about if your middle back is super tight, I mean, we can carry the weight of the world on our shoulders at times, and when that happens, it's going to push down on your shoulders, then your neck gets tight. So then, of course, everything it's going to feel harder to breathe. So there's just different things going on, could be going on. One more deep inhale, breathing in, breathing out. Wonderful. You're going to slowly slide this hand in, push all the way back up. And then we're going to do our thread the needle on the other side. And I'm going to turn around to face you. If you're just doing this with me, maybe you'll just switch sides where you lift this arm up. And you're going to look away from the camera and go that way. And I'll talk you through it. If you want to join me and flip around, you can do that too. It's up to you, really. So you're on all fours. And then I think it's like going down to 40 here. I'm in Florida. It's actually going to 40 tonight. So tomorrow's going to be high 65. So it's actually cooling off. I'm like, wow. Okay, here it comes. Thread the needle on the other side. This part of the tailbone stretches long. Shoulders are down and back. You inhale. I need to do the other arm. I already stretched the other way. So I turned around so that I could do this side. We inhale, collarbone wide, open your heart, and then you're gonna exhale. I just had a good pop in between my two shoulder blades. So you're keeping your shoulder down away from the ear, and then this shoulder stays away from the ear. Tailbone pulls this way, stretch your hip bones back, sits bones. Now slowly slide this arm as long as your shoulder doesn't hike. Pull that down. Now as you start to breathe, ideally we get this whole side to feel like it's elongating, it's pulling apart. This sits bone pulls back towards the back of the thigh here, and just stay here. Bring the breath deeper down into the lower lobes of your rib cage. Inhale, and then exhale. Just feel those muscles stretching apart in there. Inhale and exhale. So maybe think of color yellow. Maybe think of color green. Maybe heartache. Maybe heartache makes it tight where that diaphragm is in the front. It makes it hard to breathe. I'm just thinking of different possibilities for why we might get so tight in certain areas. So it might be our solar plexus, our place of power. It could be our heart. If we've ever been heartbroken or hurt, maybe some unresolved trauma there. So different areas can be affected. So heal your body right now in the energy. Think of the color green for your heart chakra. Think of the color yellow for your solar plexus. And you're just stretching apart, breathing in, breathing out, softening into the stretch, breathing in. Feel this all along the side, breathing out. Feel the side of the neck lengthen into the mat. That bottom shoulders dropping down away from the ear as well. Inhale and exhale, release. 2 more deep inhales and exhale, release. Excellent. One more time, deep inhale and exhale, release. Awesome. Slide this arm in under shoulder. Slowly press up to hands and knees. And then I'm just going to ask you to bring your feet through the arms. So you're going to take a step forward. Take the other step forward. And then gently come all the way down into your mat. And then we're just going to take our shoulders, go up, down, back, away from the ears. One more time. Up, down, back, away from the ears. Okay, now we're going to press through the palms. Think armpit down into the palm. So the weights transfer here across your shoulder girdle. And then you just walk your feet out a little bit. And then we're just gonna do a little table stretch. So your collarbones open wide across the front of your shoulders and your chest. You're gonna lift up your pelvis, press firm through the palms, squeeze your inner thighs together. You're just gonna lift the thighs up, press hips to sky, scoop in, squeeze your glutes. And then I'll just turn sideways a little bit. Lift up your heart there. Shoulders away from the air so you don't scrunch them up. Inner thighs pull together. And just feel how your collarbones open. Open your chest and shoulders. Look past the knees. Breathing in and breathing out. Make sure your arms aren't too far apart. They're under the shoulder sockets. Inhale. And exhale. Press hips to sky. Inhale. Exhale. Press hips to sky. One more. Deep inhale. Open those collarbones. And exhale. Gently release. Gently bring legs down. Awesome. And just shake out those legs for a second. All right. And they're just going to face forward. And that's it, everybody. You did it. Thanks for joining me. Hope your back and your shoulders feel better. And we're just going to take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Just feeling grateful for this opportunity to take a little time to care for ourselves. One more deep inhale. Hopefully you release some tension out of your body. You feel a little bit more at peace. All right, thanks everybody. Please share. Hit like or subscribe if you do like my content. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. I'm going to try to do a kickboxing workout soon. I love kickboxing. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm open and game to start it again. Okay, peace everyone. Bye.